Welcome to Modern Mystic Messages. I'm Teresa. Thank you so much for stopping by and clicking on the video. If this is your first time here, welcome. If you are returning, welcome back. In any event, soul family, I'm happy that you're here. And happy Sunday to you if you are seeing this message on the day that it's being uploaded. If not, no worries, because all of my readings are timeless. So whenever it comes across your path, that's exactly when Spirit meant for you to see it. So no worries there. And I hope everyone's doing well. And we're going to get in here with a little bit of a Soul Work Sunday message today. And yeah, and I'm sorry it's taking me so long to get it out today if you're actually seeing it on Sunday. I said I started out my Sunday this morning talking to my sister that I hadn't spoken to in 5 years, and we were on the phone almost 4 hours. So that kind of put my whole Sunday schedule a little different, but it happens that way sometimes. It's okay. All is for our good. So I do, before we get started with this evening's reading, I do want to call in our guides, Archangel Michael, Yeshua, Archangel Metatron, Archangel Sandalphon, as well as Archangel Raphael. I would like for you all to be with me as I enter into this reading. Please allow me to channel spirit, be a clear conduit for the messages that you would have the viewer obtain, as well as any of our ancestors and tarot guides, beings of divine light. You are welcome here as well, and only beings of divine light. Archangel Michael, please place a wall of protection around this reading and the viewer as well. Ashe. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, so we're going to get in here and see where we're headed today. Actually, I want to pull from these first before we get to those. See if we can kind of set the tone here a wee bit. Ooh. Oh, we got masculine energy here, yang, logical, confident, assertive, wounded, controlling, aggressive, an unexpected storm, destruction, conflict, unforeseen change, and sudden news. Whoa. I think I want one more of this just to see. And Venus offer with the offer with Venus is romance, love, beauty, creative arts, wealth, harmony, attraction. It says an offer, but like I said, this unexpected storm and this masculine energy here. Well, I mean, we have been seeing quite a little bit of that this week. So yeah, we're gonna get on in here and see what's going on. And it may be for an actual masculine, or it may be a female and masculine energy. I guess we'll see more as we get deeper into the reading, but typically on the soul work messages, there's a little something here for all of us. So it may not, I mean, it may be kind of sort of leaning to more towards the male masculines, but we'll see. Like I said. We have dependence here. There's something or someone you're clinging to and is keeping you from stepping into your light. You have everything you need to succeed, and the only approval you need is your own. Wow. What else is there? It's a bunch here, but let's see. Self-doubt. You're questioning yourself and unable to move forward. Don't let fear hold you back. You have the strength and power to see it through. Now is the time to break free from this limiting pattern. Okay. Oh, victim mindset. You feel the world is against you, and this will only cause you to attract more negative results. Stop the blame and take responsibility for your own happiness. Only then will abundance start to flow. Reach out. You've isolated yourself and trying to do everything on your own. It's okay to ask for help, so reach out to ask for support at this time. And truthfully, you're on this reading today, so that is a form of reaching out as well. So I'm glad you're here. And good on you for that. Because we all get in these, like I said, this victim mindset. And I mean, that sounds so harsh. Victim mentality. Unfortunately, the narcissist paradigm that we're coming up in now throws around the term victim mentality like a weapon to truly beat damaged, broken, hurt empaths further into the ground with. Victim mindset is a painful thing and something we need to step out of. But there's a difference in victim mentality and truly having been victimized. So I'm definitely not knocking anybody that's really, really been through some real shit because it happens. And it looks like, well, so we got unexpected storm here and this wounded masculine. It talks about this wounded, aggressive, controlling masculine energy with the unexpected storm. Maybe masculine really been through some stuff. It may not just be mindset. He may really have been victimized to a degree, but that doesn't mean you get to stay stuck in that. Spirit is saying someone in your camp is causing this, whether it's mindset or in fact something is causing you to question yourself and you're stuck in this self-doubt. You gotta fix that. And why boundless possibilities are here. You're standing at the edge of limitless potential. Don't limit your dreams based on past experiences. Embrace the boundless possibilities that await you. So yeah, it hurts, but we're gonna have to clear this up because it's putting a hitch in your giddy up and getting in the way something amazing that or whatever you could be making for yourself. But yeah, we're not going to dwell on that too hard. Like I said, this was a soul work Sunday. Typically does make us get into some of those deeper introspective questions. It's a little bit of stepping on the toes, but it's a hug from spirit with the Bactine and band-aids. So we just get on in here and get the message and see where we need to grow and learn, and it'll be all right. Healing waters of Mintaka, I invoke the sacred waters of Mintaka to bestow upon me divine clarity. Reflection, you are a mirror reflection of the world around you. Do you accept its depiction? If you're in this energy, perhaps, well, it's showing you something, but obviously, sometimes when we see the unpleasant things around us, it's being shown to us so that we can look at it and realize that our outward experience is a reflection of whatever we got going on the inside. So that may be some area that we can heal and grow from. Sea of glass, embracing the beauty of stillness and inner space, or inner peace, excuse me. Okay. All right, now let's get in here. Pull this pyramid. See where we're going. You are caught up in drama. Act to free yourself and blossom again. Takes me back to that whoever this is that's keeping you this dependence. Codependency is ugly business. Not for the person that's taking unfair advantage. It's ugly business for the person that still feels, for whatever reason, feels a need to keep a painful, unproductive, hurtful, narcissistic, damaging, karmic, toxic relationship around us. And I'm saying us because I've done it too. Like I said, that whole codependency thing is huge, huge, huge. In this, we having, a lot of us are having to close that cycle and learn from it. And this is something that I had to learn from big time. It really, that's one of the reasons I think I sat in hermit mode for so long, because as I was beginning, when the tower fell and my life was kind of, I had to sit back and, like I said, lost everything. But Truthfully, the one, even the one that caused the tower to fall, was somebody I should have had out of my experience a long time ago. But allowing what the world taught me of obligations to try to cling to that person, even though that relationship was so damaged and broken, it was never good for me. But what's that lie that singer Betty Wright told years ago? A piece of man better than no man at all. You'd be amazed at the people that grow up with that kind of mentality. And I didn't have it quite that bad, but still, you can be so damaged till you really get to where damaged is the normal and you don't even realize that you can do something different and you stay stuck in these things. But when you get in those situations, you wind up with a dramatic life that ain't even your own drama. It's the people around you. Because they will trauma dump. They're going to bring all their drama right to your doorstep. And that's keeps it very often keeps us stuck. You are unique, be brave, a little crazy, but be yourself. Ooh. Okay. So this need to be yourself. This is the heart of the issue that can use some resolution. This is one of the things that's standing in your way of that, not really kind of sort of that being afraid to be yourself, or I think it's more of a, what do they call it, imposter syndrome type scenario, maybe. Cross the bridge of happiness, it leads over the depths of your emotions. Have you been stuck in so much pain and misery, or being other people's source of whatever, that you've forgotten your own happiness? It's like you've been living to do what everybody else need to do. Well, guess what? All of that service to others, it's time for you to be a little more self-serving. And again, the narcissist will tell you to, oh, you being selfish. Don't be selfish. Say to people that want you to do what they want to do. Is that not the definition of selfishness? They're telling you you should put aside your own needs so you can tend to theirs. And if you refuse to do that, then they want to make you feel bad by labeling you selfish. I love what Abraham Hicks said. You better be selfish. You're supposed to be. Now, that's not saying you got to be so self serving that you trample all over other people. But if you can't be the star of your own show, who will? Who's supposed to be? It's like they tell you, the stewardess or the flight attendant tells you on the airplane, if something happens, if you see those oxygen masks fall down, put yours on first. Don't be so, oh, I gotta save my babies. I gotta save my babies. You can't save nobody if you ain't still here. So they tell you, you tend to you first. You have to be selfish enough to learn to do that. You are unique, a little crazy, but Spirit is saying you are worthwhile. Ain't nobody else to be but you. The rest of them is taken, and you're pretty darn amazing. Word on these spiritual streets is you kind of a big deal. You just don't know it yet. Oh, Lord. What can kind of. Okay, we got angels here with you. A light filled angel is at your side, it watches over you at every dark doorway. Hmm. Ooh. Live in this world as a dreamer, create a future paradise. This is the thing in this position. This is what literally can kind of, it's leading this way around, but this is one of the things that can keep you blocked because you're not dreaming enough. I honestly, and I get it, if you got this wounded masculine energy along with this codependent scenario here, somebody literally harping at the edges of your psyche, maybe a little energetic vampirism going on, so much so that it's got you in victim mindset and triggering this sense of self-doubt. It's hard to dream from that position, but Spirit is telling you, live in this world as a dreamer. Your reality will shift to what you can dream about. If you cannot manifest it if you can't see it. Period. Or period, as they say, period dot. If you cannot see it, how are you gonna bring it into existence? Everything in this planet, everything on this planet was once a thought in somebody's mind. Let that sink in. Before it was physical, it was a thought somewhere. Before your stuff, your boundless possibilities, the stuff that you want to help, you got to get out of this. And you do have the angels at your side. Let me see what Spirit got to say over here towards the end. Protect what you love. It is your duty and responsibility. And again, in this reading, I think what you love, you need to get to be yourself first and foremost. But yeah, and it takes some time to be able to truly fall in love with yourself, because we're told that that's the wrong thing to do. Now, normally I was only looking for one more card, but I'm taking two because the way they came out. Tear down the walls of your heart, or the walls around your heart, and release your inner rebel. Be yourself and create your own universe. So this idea, this creation, dreaming, creation, manifesting, there are boundless possibilities. It's a recurring theme here. I think Spirit is speaking that rather loudly to you today. So yeah, let's get in here and see about this unshakable inner peace. And we're going to pull a tarot to see what we got to back that up. Oh. You're caught up in drama. Spirit says prioritize self-love and care. When do you feel most nurtured and cared for? Definitely not when you tend into these people's needs. No, no, no. We're going to have to cut that out. You've probably been taking care of too many people for way too long, maybe your whole life. You Midas touch, things are working out in your favor. And here's a question: in what ways are you abundant right now? That's hard to say sometimes when you're in the middle of this, but learning to recognize the smaller ways, your money might be completely jacked up, but maybe you have a lot of love. Maybe every time you go out the house, you connect with animals, birds gather around you and sing, or you go to the grocery store and somebody's always reaching out to make small talk and conversations with you, or you might have an abundance of, I don't know, maybe somebody's in your corner at work when you really wouldn't expect to. Find ways to find some abundance in your life. The more of it you can find, the more of it you can unlock. Cross the bridge of happiness. Wow, wow, wow. Your true tribe can't show up until you do. How can you show more of the real you? Eliminate distractions. Stop shining light on the things you are not. How can you reclaim your power? And then it says a light filled angel is at your side here. It's watching over every dark doorway. We might have to stop and read that one because this is, yeah, something has got you in this. Trust your faith, dive into the unfolding journey. What is your faith asking of you? It's asking of you to live in this world as a dreamer, to step out of whatever your current scenario might be a bit of a drag, but Spirit is telling you to create something different, or asking you to. Okay. It said protect here with protect what you love. Everything is a reflection. Hold up the energetic mirror. What do you need in your life that you're not currently getting? This love situation, or feeling secure within love, whether it's your self-love, love in relationship. Yeah. And over here with this release your inner rebel and tearing down the walls around your heart, rise above it. It's not yours to carry. You are an empath. How can you detach from the drama? We right back here. How can you detach? And again, I understand completely because half the time it took me to forever to realize I'm not a dramatic person. All the drama and stuff that was swirling around me was always other people's ish. Always. I'm not saying I'm perfect and they never did nothing, and I've had a little bit of drama here and there, but overall, no one could call me a dramatic person. But I was ever forever putting out fires because people was always dumping their stuff on my front lawn, figuratively. But yeah, so spirit is recognizing that you're mired down in other people's shit. You wasn't trying to be nosy, but as an empath, they targeted you for it and came and dumped it on you. You don't deserve this, and you got to rise above it. You got to, because it is seriously impacting your ability to manifest, your ability to heal, your ability to find love for yourself and anybody else. It's affecting everything. What was that? Wow, look what shot out to the side here. Queen of Cups and the Lovers. Ooh, wow. Nine of Swords right here with this drama and worry. I mean, worry is here with the drama. You're caught up in it. Trouble, torment. Like this card says, prioritize self love and care. The Seven of Pentacles is here though. Which in this one it talks about the authentic self. It's saying you're unique and be brave, a little crazy, but be yourself. And the Seven of Pentacles is usually about like planting seeds, the beginning phases of manifestation. But in this particular, in the Age of Aquarius deck, one of the key words for this here is perseverance and authentic self. Kind of nice with that going along with the Midas touch and talking about being yourself. Oh wow, multidimensionals here. I'm not taking all of these, a whole bunch flipped over. So we're gonna shuffle here again and see what wants to come out. Cross the bridge of happiness. Oh wow. Okay. It talks about your true tribe not showing up until you do and crossing the bridge of happiness. And with that, the sun. Absolutely. And with this light filled angel at your side and eliminating distractions, guess what came? The Four of Swords. This is the meditation card for sure. This is about getting past those distractions, being able to go into that quiet place of solitude so that you can reflect and connect with your angels, eliminating these distractions and learning who you really are. Like I said, stop shining light on the things that you're not. That self-deprecating, playing it too close, not really willing to acknowledge who you are or what you want or what you, because we think we're taught that we got to be humble. And I'm not saying you got to be arrogant, because that's not a good look either. But we don't have to be so humble that we refuse to acknowledge who we are. Yeah, like I said, you a big deal because you are one of the chosen ones, empath, black sheep, light worker, whomever you are. Like I said, I know you wasn't no regular degular because you're here on this channel. Wow, and multidimensional pop right back out. So you really, really are very complex, multidimensional, and that's what it takes to live in this world as a dreamer and create from the ethers. Trust your faith. Dive into this unfolding journey. Wow. Your multidimensional self. Let me see here. Protect what you love. Oh, here with the star. said everything is a reflection. Hold up your energetic mirror. Protect what you love. That came here with the star. Out of 7 cards, there were 7 positions in this reading. 3 of them are major arcana. Multidimensional, the sun, and the star. That's like, yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot, a lot. You are being called to rise above this. Like I said, we started from a wounded place. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Here we go. The Alchemist is here. This is a visionary. This is divine transformation. And that's why this is here, rising above it and releasing your inner rebel. Spirit is literally telling you you're on the verge of big time change and bringing in a healthy relationship. Once you get past this dependent scenario and actually learn to love yourself, you'll be able to bring in a healthy love too. 2 of Cups is here with the Alchemist. And even if you don't bring in a romantic love, but from what I'm seeing so far in the collective I know I'm reading for, you are bringing in romantic love. But even for those who are not bringing in romantic love, you'll be able to bring healthy partnerships to get out of these codependent in relationships that lead you to this wounded place. That is beautiful. Now let's get some light worker here just to see what we're going to go along with these. Ooh, 9 of Swords is here with this being caught up in drama. And we have initiation by fire. So yeah, I can see that. Trust in the plan is here with the 7 of Pentacles and this being with your authentic self. And this Midas touch, yep, trust in the plan. Whoa, I flipped my deck all kind of crazy ways here. Wait a minute, I can't shuffle like that. My ADD ain't set up that way to tolerate that. Yeah, here we go. And with the sun, we have Ascension, the Rainbow Bridge. Wow. Ooh, orbs of light are here with this light-filled angel at your side in meditation. See? With multidimensional, hold your center is here. Wisdom of the divine feminine and soul child. Okay. Yeah, it's way too many. I'm going to take this one and this one. I think we're going to look these 2 up. I want to look at that initiation by fire as well. Let me see. Initiation by fire is a life-changing spiritual cleansing. Your life will never be the same again. Okay, just making sure there's no Nikki on there. Allow the power of divine fire to clear and purify you inside and out. This is not a time to hold on to anything, no matter how much you once believed you needed it. In letting go, you will gain so much more than you ever imagined, opening to fresh blessings and a new life. You are, like the phoenix, ready to emerge from the holy flames, reborn. You have the spirit of the phoenix in you. You're able to rise again and again, even if at times all seems lost. You are guided to remember this as you are now being spiritually cleansed through initiation by fire. During such times, you will feel that you're being asked to let go of relationships, situations, sometimes even jobs, attitudes, and belief systems that you have relied upon until this point. that dependence on something or someone that you're clinging to and is keeping you from stepping into your light. That's where we started. Spirit is not playing with these cards today. You might have unintentionally placed more faith in that person, place, belief system, or identity than you placed in the divine. You might have held on to them rather than allowing the divine to guide you. This can happen easily on the earth plane. Sometimes these attachments become confining rather than supportive. In such cases, you will need to free yourself to continue your life journey. During the initiation by fire, all such attachments are burned away. A new life is a blessing, but that doesn't mean it's easily won. Sometimes the process can be challenging to the mind, even whilst the heart trusts in what is taking place. Whatever has been your stronghold in life, such as family, a marriage, job security, a talent, or something that you have used to define your sense of self, will be where the fire burns brightest. Those areas will be transformed. Letting go and allowing that to happen to the very parts of your life that you're most protective of can require deep faith. You have to remember that love is real so that you can hold on to your courage whilst you let go and allow the divine to have its way. Remember that the power of fire is destructive only in part. It also stimulates rapid new growth. Healing will arise in whatever area is being transformed. It is not only an ending, but also a beginning. The experience of initiation by fire is the divine making its presence felt in your life. It will be one of the most freeing and empowering experiences that you'll have whilst in the physical body. It may ask you to confront fears and insecurities as you learn to trust the divine unconditionally. Know that the universe will always provide for you and always in the way that is best for you, even if you don't understand why it needs to happen the way it does at the time. Keep your eye on the inner transformations that are coming rather than fearing the outer changes. The universe loves you and holds you in high regard. Remember this and trust. Initiation is an advanced spiritual lesson. You are being honored by what is happening in your life now. You are strong enough to get through it and thrive into the new, like a radiant phoenix triumphantly emerging from the sacred fire. Oh my goodness. Whoo! And honestly, I'm right there with you, fam. Right there with you. Like I said, the tower fell, stripped everything away. I kept trying to get back on my feet, keep getting kicked back down. Thought I was doing all right, still wound up without the funds. Knew that I needed to leave a job, held on to it too long until I got laid off, and now I realized I'm not supposed to be working with corporate America anymore. This is my job. But was still same thing, too much self-doubt, too much dependence on having whatever other people around, not really, like I said, this could be my reading too. I mean, it applies to me as well. So I get it. I'm right there with you on that. I'm going through an initiation by fire too. But like you said, something will always work through. Which reminds me, I was supposed to work on getting my website up and getting the site together that I had mentioned, and I'll do that, I promise, by the week, because I had some folks that were wanting to help contribute to the channel to support an energy exchange for what I'm doing, and I didn't even have it in place yet because I was like, I'm doing this, but I wasn't really sure whether it was really whether the messages were really resonating with anyone. Should I do this? Should I go get another job? What do I need to do? And Spirit was like, just you show up and do what I told you to do, and it's gonna be all right, and it will. Trust in the plan. Let me see what we got here. In preparation for radical growth, there can be temporary disorder and chaos. Whilst the mind may worry that something is going wrong, the spirit knows that this is a way for the old to disassemble so that the new can be formed. Although you may feel out of control during such times, you do not need to resist the process. There is no need to attempt to impose your own sense of order upon the greater plan. You do not need to seek solutions, for there is no problem here in need of solving. What has been cleared away in preparation for the next chapter in your life What has been is being cleared away in preparation for the next chapter in your life. Have faith. All is well. Yeah, and I'm not going to read all of that because we got some other stuff to get to. The Soul Child, for sure. I want to look at that. And actually, I think even though we talked about the wounded masculine, I think maybe the we need to hear this too, I believe. Divine feminine wisdom empowers you to grow into your vision, your dreams, and the fulfillment of your life purpose. Perhaps you envision a very different life for yourself than what you're experiencing now. This wisdom reminds you that you can experience even the most extraordinary dreams as reality if you're willing to grow into what you desire, to become what you seek. Surrender any plans about how you can best manifest your dreams and instead allow life to guide and nourish you through your experiences each day. The universe supports your divine destiny and is helping you become all you're meant to be. Wow. It said when the wisdom of the divine feminine reaches for you, the message is clear. You are in a process of becoming more of heaven on earth. Sometimes there are growing pains alongside the joy such growth brings. You may feel concerned, thinking your pain is an indication that you're failing in some way. You may judge your suffering as a sign that you're not operating at high enough frequency. Yet, how many spiritual masters upon this planet have endured great suffering as well as experiencing tremendous love and joy and fulfillment of their divine destiny? Growing pains are just part of the feminine path of creation, of breaking through what has become too small for you. There is joy in the eventual freedom, but the act of breaking through can feel painful at times. When things are difficult or you are feeling doubt, when you feel the need to do something that scares you and challenges you at the depths of your being, you are experiencing growing pains. They will pass and you will benefit from the growth. However, you need to know that whilst this difficulty is in your life, the divine is very much with you, encouraging you, believing in you so much that it will deliver a tough lesson. You can handle it for however long it needs to continue, and that won't be forever. This oracle also brings you a message about how much the divine feminine loves you and wants to help you grow with the least struggle and the most peace. If you don't listen to her, instead choosing to believe in fear, you may be terrified of your growing pains. You won't be sure if they'll ever end. You may doubt your ability to turn adversity into triumph. You may lose faith instead of trusting that life has your best interest at heart and that you're capable of meeting any challenge that arises. Oh. Instead of trusting, you may believe that the world isn't safe. This can keep you paralyzed in self defeating, self harming patterns. While these may give you a temporary, familiar satisfaction, ultimately, these patterns mean that you will continue to struggle and suffer under the weight of addiction or emotional pain. You deserve so much better than that. The divine feminine asks you now, the divine feminine speaks to you now and promises that if you're willing to show up to your life each day and trust in the circumstances before you, ooh, thunder, confirmation, she will guide you into your most beautiful divine destiny. It is safe to trust her. She wants for you only the best and most beautiful life journey, one perfectly suited for all that you are and all that you can be. Your heart beats in perfect rhythm with her heart, with the heart of love at the center of our universe. Trust your heart and trust life. All is progressing beautifully as you're guided ever deeper into your divine fulfillment. There's an invocation here, and I think we should do it here. I'm going to give you a moment so that you can come back and pause it if you need to, but I'll say it slow enough that you can repeat it if you choose. Invocation. I call upon the wisdom of the divine feminine, and I ask for the blessings of nurturing, development, evolution, and growth into the best and most beautiful divine destiny for me. Through her loving grace, I am guided, protected, and assisted to become all that I can be. With gratitude and trust in the flow of my life, I relax and take the journey. As I do so, I help to bring calm and consciousness to the world for the greater good. So be it. Whew. And then the last one we're going to look at here is Soul Child. Rebirth is upon you, beautiful child of the universe. You have prepared for new life, and it is starting right now. The divine moment of rebirth, which occurs after a period of struggle, of intense inner work and physical transformation, has arrived. Enjoy getting to know this new self. It is a new day, a new beginning, a new you. Like an adventurer enjoying the discovery of a brand new world, take your time to explore the increase of your light, power, and love. You have undergone the death of the old order. Nothing is as it was, nor will it be so again. You have had to learn detachment, to release and let go over and over again. In so many ways, you have experienced inner death as you have bravely surrendered that which no longer serves your growth in this lifetime, even if you once loved it dearly or couldn't imagine life without it. Deep inside, through that process, your soul has been gathering energy. It has been drawing it away from the old forms of your life and relationships, from your old beliefs about health, finances, work, and from what used to hold meaning for you. It has done so in order to feed the new soul child being carried within your body. This new you is filled with divine light, love, and power. Your inner soul child, this newly integrated self, is preparing for birth now. From that which is no longer, something new is now being born. You are ready for the next cycle or phase of your life. Even if, like a newborn colt learning to stand steady on shaky legs, you are not sure of your strength, be reassured. The new self you are experiencing will grow strong and powerful soon enough. Let confidence in your new self emerge. Reflect upon how different you are now to a year or even a month ago. Be curious about who you are now. Do not expect the same reactions or experiences you encountered in your past. It is a time of celebration and acknowledgement that a new day, a new you, has begun a journey in the physical world. You shall enjoy the divine harvest of all your growth and effort. This card can also indicate that a child around you, perhaps one about whom you have been thinking deeply, is particularly gifted or spiritually oriented. This child may have an important mission this lifetime and need your loving support and spiritual encouragement to thrive into that mission, excuse me, according to his or her own divine timing. This card may also be a sign that a new business idea, professional or personal relationship, or lifestyle choice is going to support the growth of your spirit in a positive and encouraging way. If this is the case, that new idea or connection will lead to the birth of creative new programs, ideas, and structures in your life. On the other hand, if something has been flagging in the energy or success, but you're not yet inclined to give it up, this oracle comes as confirmation and encouragement. Rebirth is going to happen. Do not give up. Sometimes it is the darkest just before the dawn. And there's also an invocation with this one that we can look at. And again, I'll take it slower. I am a child of the universe, divinely loved and empowered to grow into a shining, radiant soul of love. May all aspects of my life journey be blessed to grow into their most beautiful and loving form. May all the people and ideas that are in need of protection so they may grow into their divine fullness be blessed and supported by unconditional love. Through divine grace, so be it. Now we are coming to the close to the end of this reading, but because of those beautiful messages, we're also going to pull a Yeshua card and a Metatron card and take a look at those. Yeshua, what would you have for us today? Please and thank you. Oh, and the rain is here. I need to go and open the windows. So I love the rain. And I like the thunder and stuff too, but yeah. Now I'm trying to decide because several flipped over here, I think. Yeah, I think that's it. But actually, oh, wait, what was this? Ah, there it is, right there. I couldn't, it was so many cars flipped over at once. I cannot take them all. We're going to look at here, but I'm not going to read all of these. Children is here. Cherish and enter their world. New vintage, be open minded. Song, celebrate and express yourself. Temptation, moral compass. But oh, and Holy Grail is here, Sacred Union. I might look at that one too because we, like I said, so many of us are coming into partnership. We got to get this stuff done in order to allow for those unions. But yeah, and then Ankh, Key to Life is here. Now I am gonna pull the Metatron card before we start reading those, just because. Okay, what we have for us, Metatron? Okay, we got two there too. I didn't think I was looking but for one, but apparently they got other plans. So bear with me. We're gonna do this. I guess we're gonna start with Metatron and we'll end up with Yeshua. Excuse me. We have Akashic Records, Evaluation and Review. All you have done, been, seen, or experienced is recorded in the Hall of Akashic Records. These sacred texts are guarded and safely locked away. Only Metatron has keys to this complete library of your soul's imprint through all eternity. All the times you have wronged someone and all the times you loved, all the words spoken in hatred and all the words of forgiveness, deeds where you acted in your own interest and times you served the collective good, lifetimes where you struggled and lifetimes when you enjoyed life's riches. You have sacrificed your life for another and you have taken a life. You have shone your light brightly and you have had times where you extinguished light. You have lived as male, female, black, white, a short life and a long life, a life with disability and a life in complete health. You have been good, bad, and everything in between. Metatron knows the scorecard, knows what you still need to work on, as well as the unique gifts that only you have to shine in this lifetime and bring all that experience back. No one is born without gifts or challenges to experience. You are asked now to look at any repetitive pattern, thought, or situation that keeps recurring in this life and ask whether it has roots in other lives. The one relationship you struggle with, the addiction you just can't kick, or the same mistakes being made over and over again. Metatron opens your book at the page you need to see right now. What is it that you need to work on, let go of, forgive, or heal. Alternatively, you may be shown a great attribute or quality that only you have, reminded of wisdom buried within you, wanting to be expressed and highlighted again in this incarnation. Know that all is fair when looked at from an eternal perspective and entwined with the law of karma. The book pages also reveal that you can ask for dispensation from old karmic ties and struggles if you have truly worked through the lessons and gifts that were within it. Ultimately, God or Source is the one that knows whether we have balanced our books and if our presence within this great galaxy has been beneficial and well spent, or when more still needs to be integrated and shown. It may also be that you are shown the Akashic records here because someone or something irritates and angers or upsets you. You're reminded that what you judge may well have been what you have been or done in another lifetime. So try to be compassionate with others who may be younger souls or simply may be completing the wheel of life and its experiences, lessons, and blessings in a different order than you. For now, meditate to connect to Metatron and see how the huge symphony of your life set against many others and all you have been and all you will be. And truthfully, that might help with this dependence person and the self-doubt and getting this under control, because it's not even a point to be angry with them. It just needs to be seen and set aside. If it's clinging to you or you're clinging to that, it may be a past life lesson that needs to be graduated from and released so that you can move on to something else. Excuse me, I got to get some water here. And the next card we have is Lilac, Higher Realms and Magic. When did you stop believing in magic? As a child, you once knew that anything was possible, that dreams could come true, that spirit was real. Maybe you saw things you couldn't understand or failed to make grown-ups believe that what you could see was real. The fairies under the tree, the angel at the bed, or the relative in spirit sitting beside you. Or you may have a child in your life right now who can see and sense this. It may also be that your inner child needs to rediscover the sense of wonder now, too. So often we start believing, and then the heaviness of life can squash and diminish our ability to believe in magic and the happily ever after story. Disappointments, betrayals, loss all leave their mark, and today you're asked once again to look up and wonder what is possible for you. The lilac ray comes to remind you that the world of magic is all around you. You are asked to release your attention from the humdrum of ordinary life and believe in something extraordinary and out of this world again. For it is as real as anything else, much discovered through the layers of consciousness and light. You're asked to lift your eyes to the stars rather than look down at the ground where you feel stuck or thwarted or uninspired. The realm of magic and enchantment is everywhere. The search for gold at the end of the rainbow, the glow of the moon, fairy wings, the underwater world of coral reefs, the dew on the fresh grass, and the twinkling stars. As children, we believed in fairy tales. We looked up to princesses and princes and sat open-mouthed at visions of fantasy. To have reached the moon, man needed to have looked up and dreamed it possible. You too now need to reach higher, dream bigger, and feel the magic of life stirring around you again. Remember what I said about everything having been a thought at some point? Yeah. Believing in the angelic realm also brings much comfort and support at this time. Meditating on the lilac angelic palace of this card also helps you attune and connect into this reality and to feel angelic presence around you. This is Metatron at his softest, at his most gentle, and at his most magical. Lilac is also a powerful purifier, so allow it to dissolve any negativity or sadness around you, as well as any fear of opening up to higher realms. The lilac ray also asks you to question what you believe. Chosen by deeply spiritual people who are often called to serve spirit in some way, you may question aspects of spirituality, angels, and source energy. Maybe you have had moments of doubt and crisis of faith. The lilac ray will pull you magnetically back to explore more, question more, and seek deeper truths. It is your soul calling to you, reminding you that you are so much more than a physical body. You are soul leading a physical life, not the other way around. You may also use this lilac energy to bring balance where you have been out of equilibrium. Containing both the red and blue rays, lilac effortlessly calms and balances two separate ends of the color spectrum and can now support and heal your body, mind, and spirit. A powerful, transformative, magical ray, connect to lilac and let it remind you that all stories start with once upon a time. Wow, that is beautiful. All right, now we're going to look at Holy Grail, Sacred Union. To come into union with oneself is the greatest love and creates new worlds that can manifest outwardly, including loving relationships that are pure, holy, and sacred. It always starts first as an inner journey and pilgrimage, and within the template of Jesus and Mary Magdalene, we have two energies to bring into our hearts, integrate, and learn from. Mary, not the outcast, sinner, or fallen woman, but the one Christ loved most, the one whom he first revealed himself to at the tomb, and the disciple who understood him the most. Within her, he found a kindred soul, a confidant, and a beloved equal, not a relationship of imbalance, but one of alliance, shared understanding, commitment, and unswerving loyalty. In Jesus, Mary found a friend, an anointed love, a shared purpose, passion, kinship, and wisdom. Her yin to his yang to her yin, together creating a portal, safe dwelling ground, and forward flowing movement for generations to come. This card encourages you to explore the energies of both Mary and Jesus, the times they are recorded as having interacted and the times not written, for there is much more to be revealed, and the truth of it lies within reach. Deep knowing of the power of divine masculine and divine feminine combined, and how it transformed the world then and still can now. The Vesica Pisces symbol between them illustrates the potential that exists when two fully formed whole energies intersect and create something new, unique, and unexplored. Such magic materializes out of space, time, and other dimensions. It is the birth that transcends and liberates all it touches. You may be working on the creation of something new, be it a baby, a project, a skill, or craft, and to do so successfully requires the merging of both your feminine and masculine selves. This means to do as well as to care, to focus as well as to rest, to proceed and make time to pause, to be clear and direct, but also soft and open. It is in this balanced energy that fertile new growth occurs, that is sustainable, lasting, and true. You may also be seeking healing within relationships, looking to understand the art of giving and receiving, being held, allowing space, opening, and allowing someone in. Additionally, you may feel as though sacred love is elusive and hard to find, having built up walls of mistrust or miscommunication for protection and to prevent yourself from getting hurt. Again, you're encouraged to practice self love, to heal the broken and damaged parts, and to learn to love yourself no matter what. Your worth is not based on anyone else's approval or recognition, since God loves you unconditionally. And if you do not love yourself, how can you expect another to? Jesus and Mary teach us how to truly acknowledge our divinity and presence, and they also urge you not to turn away from your scars or parts of yourself that you judge. None of us are perfect. Our flaws, mistakes, and broken bits make us human. The Holy Grail is found when we feel worthy of drinking from it, where we stand in our God given sovereignty, beauty, and light. Then we will have ceased looking for others to save or love us, and we will realize that we have everything we need inside. This new understanding and incidence will then be mirrored back to us, a divine union, all that is holy unleashed to create the new. Now I understand why this card came out, because that is the key to healing this divine masculine. We started out with this wounded masculine and bringing in the wisdom of the divine feminine. Within that healing, we reach the Holy Grail within ourselves so that we can bring in that union with someone else. That is true alchemy. True alchemy. Wow. Now, the last card we're going to look at here is Ankh, Key to Life. The Ankh as a symbol is given to you today, a blessing that has been handed down over thousands of years to those who seek to understand its initiatory power and meaning. Today, it falls into your hands and you're asked to carry its energy with you, reminding you of the sacredness of life in this world and the one to come. Find time to stop and reflect on the gift of your eternal life. I don't know why, but yeah, we're going to do this. I'd rather. Find time to stop and reflect on the gift of your eternal life, appreciating the soul's passage through many lifetimes, dimensions, and portals. When we do so, we can appreciate that what we experience is always an instrument to teach and garner wisdom and learning, the soul never wanting to stop evolving. The Ankh's origins are heavily debated but are seen in many ancient civilizations, including Greece, Africa, and Egypt. In ancient Egypt, it is seen in hieroglyphics, where it represented life or the breath of life. In this ancient society, an Ankh was often depicted in the hands of pharaohs, gods, or goddesses, and in the tombs or burial sites to represent eternal life and safe passage onward. We see it held by the sun god Ra as a symbol of creation, and also by the god Osiris and the goddess Isis, their union of male and female, represented by the loop and cross, said to bestow fertility upon Egypt, granting the waters, which is why it is also called the Key of the Nile. In early Christianity, it is said to predate the cross and was used by the Egyptian Coptic Church to represent the eternal life through Christ. Now, with our deepening connection to Christ consciousness, it takes on new meaning, reminding us of our soul's immortality and our connection to our own divinity, not just for kings or queens and those in high authority, but for everyone, as a reminder of the Creator and the living consciousness of Christ within. The Ankh unlocks your magnificence, your birthright, and your respect for everything that you encounter as you recognize that just as you are God in a body, so is everything else, even if you can't see it. A multitude of different expressions of God have the experience of what it is to be human within a body. This card and this symbol are your key to see each new day as an opportunity to transcend lower limitations, knowing that this time matters, you matter, that God is in control, and that you are part of that God light. You also see life as the precious gift that it is, just one page in a huge book that makes up your journey through many incarnations. You are reminded not to get stuck at one page or a particular period or problem. As with your nature, seasons will change. Excuse me. You can just let go excuse me, you can just, you can let go just as a tree sheds its leaves, but you will always rebirth anew with fresh blossom and new sap. The Ankh also comes to you as a symbol of balance, excuse me, for your masculine and feminine energy and your earthly physical life and your connection to higher realms. To stretch out your arms to life as the Ankh stretches out, embracing all it can taste, see, and touch, and having deep roots that ground in an open expansiveness to all that there is. The Ankh also offers protection in keeping you safe, knowing that nothing can damage a divine soul. All parts of you are intact and whole, all held in golden light, and always reflecting the best of who and what you are, which is a shining light here to brighten this world and beyond. Wow, family. I have no idea what got my throat in a literal chokehold right now. Got my eyes watering and some more stuff. That's crazy. And because like I said, the Ankh has been central to my life for like the last 15 years. I kept the Ankh on my body or one in my house or something else. So I don't even know who and why that didn't want me to get that to you. But hey, mm-mm-mm. Wow. I mean, I know the Sunday Soul Work meeting readings usually wind up being profound for me, but if this is your reading, yeah, this is quite profound. I know I'm gonna have to go back and listen to it too, because I think there's some bits in here for me as well. And definitely claim it. If you got what you needed from it, please don't hesitate to leave me a comment or a thumbs up or something to let me know, because I'd love to know that this benefited it. Like I say, from what I see here, it is quite beautiful. We all have things that we've got to work through, and I feel your pain. I get that part. I'm not trying to discount it at all, because I understand these people in these situations and all of that pluck at us a lot. But once you get past that and understand that is part of your initiation by fire, these people show up and they gonna keep showing up until we learn what we need to learn and graduate from it. That's all. Sometimes they just stick around like a barnacle on a boat until we get enough spiritual oomph to scrape it off and keep moving. We got to get that rock out of our shoe. We got to stop doubting ourselves and get out of that, because boundless possibilities. Boundless. You're not dreaming big enough. I see it in this reading and I know it. Again, you don't have no idea. But please trust in the plan and live in this world as a dreamer. Like I said, trust your faith and dive into this. You are a multidimensional being and you're being called to create. Masterful creator. This is your reading. I'm going to leave it here. Again, I love you, soul family. Until next time, peace and blessings to you. Namaste.